Very interesting. Why do you think there's an epidemic of casual relationships today?
We've programmed the mind to be ADHD. We've programmed the brain to be very impatient and look for immediate gratification. So even when you're scrolling and it's taking too long to load, on to the next. Even when it's buffing for a couple of minutes, or if you see a video is 4 minutes, oh, that's so long. So our brain is designed for short-term excitement constantly. So the way that we've got dating apps, the way we've got any social media apps, our brain is designed for short-term relations. More so, and that combined with the fact that we think the grass is always greener now because we're constantly surrounded by the illusions of alternatives, constantly thinking there's so many options. When you're in school, like when we were younger, the only attractive people were the people in high school. So the popular girl or the popular guy in high school was it. That was all we knew. Now you're seeing popular people on social media, popular people on TikTok, and so we're constantly thinking that our partner could so easily be replaceable. Yeah, there's so many alternatives to this person. So you feel itchy all the time, whoever you're with. So I think casual relationships have become programmed in our technology. Our technology has then made our brain less capable of delayed gratification, which is now translating into relationships. So I think that's become, that's one of the main reasons, but I also think the glorification of casual relationships as well. What's happening is that you can get all the perks of a long-term relationship in one night. You can get one girl who you're very attracted to come to your house, she might make you a coffee in the morning, might give you a massage, might sleep with you, whatever it is, and then she can leave. So you get the perks without any of the effort. So what's happening is that you're just thinking, why would I go through the effort of creating a relationship when I can get a new girl every day doing a similar kind of thing anyway? And so it's kind of reduced the desire to maintain long-term relationships. And girls, unfortunately, I think originally they were just following men and thinking, well, if I don't sleep with him, he's going to replace me, so I might as well just quickly sleep with him. Otherwise, if I try and make him wait 3 months, he's going to replace me with another woman. So and originally they were just doing it, hoping it would lead to long-term relationships. What's happened is they've become so jaded by how many men just want short-term flings that they've also become accustomed to it. So now they are also not calling or texting after the first day. They are also keeping their options open. They're also thinking, I don't want to get too attached because he might hurt me and then he might sleep with another girl, so I'm going to go get to know some of his friends. So it's now spread over to both genders.
I think it's very bad.
Yeah, do you think it's really bad?
I think it has way more bad than good.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think it's terrible.
And because
who do you think it's worse for, men or women?
Women.
Why do you think so?
I'm not a specialist or a researcher to give you a proper answer.
It's just your own opinion, yeah.
My feeling. It seems men seemingly approach intimacy and sex a bit more casually. And pardon, I don't know how okay is it to be this open about it, but for them, they can literally watch porn, masturbate, or hook up with a girl. Like he's just saying, what's
Either
the best
or.
option?
Yeah.
He doesn't care so much about the emotional connection that comes with it. It's a very self-centered, selfish way. And if you get economy business first, you'd go for the first class if it's available, right? For women, it seems, not all women, again, not all men, not all women, but generally for a woman to be that intimate with you, she has to really like you. At least fancy you. I'm not saying love, just like you, like your brain,
Attracted
like
to
your
you.
energy. I think at least, and it's not, so there is an emotional thing attached, a bit more than a man. So if she keeps getting emotionally attached, then chuk, and then emotionally attached, and then chop, and then I think that's a bit more damaging or dangerous.
I would say I agree with that part, but I think long-term consequences are worse for men. And the reason I say that is because men are not in control of pregnancies. Women are. If they get pregnant by the wrong man, they'll get rid of it. If they don't get pregnant with the right man, he's got money, he's got this, she'll keep it. So you have no say in fatherhood the way women do. So when you pursue this strategy of just sleeping with random girls here, there, and everywhere, you are going to end, you are risking the idea of having children with somebody that you don't respect or love because she was just sleeping around and blah blah, and as a result you don't even get to choose if you're going to be a father or not. She chooses. In the Western world, like, abortion is all in her hands. So I think the risk of like becoming a parent, women are always in control of that. Childbirth, like, they've got so many things that they can prevent childbirth with, whatever it is. Men don't have a say in that. So I think the long-term repercussions are worse for men. And the other thing that it does for men is it ruins their perspective of what good women come as. What happens is they're so used to casual women. They're so used to a woman coming, leaving, not wanting dates, not caring, not texting, not calling. So what happens is their standards of what women are like gets lower and lower and lower. So what happens when they finally do want to settle down, the good woman that is, you know, really hard to come, they don't even know how to communicate with her. The girl that's in the club that will sleep with them on the first, second, third date, whatever, they start to think that's normal, and that's who they'll end up marrying. Whereas women, when if they marry a guy on that level or not that level, it doesn't actually affect them in the long term. But marrying a loose woman is super negative for a man. So I think the long-term risks are way worse for a man.
It's a very interesting topic. Like, because I don't feel there's a fixed.
There's not fixed.
Essentially,
it's not designed for either men or women. Essentially, it's not how we're designed. I know we like to think that we are, but it's just not how we're designed.
Yeah, I do think maybe one of the negative things, maybe for men and probably for women for sure, is it numbs you.
Yeah. And
because it's just emotion after emotion, physical touch, emotional touch, everything, and then your dopamine receptors are probably overused, I don't know.
And you forget the consequences of intimacy should be children and a home. But we replace that with just flings. And so where is it going? What's the goal of it? You lose sight of the end goal. So I think it's leading to a breakdown of what intimacy actually should result in. Is what we're designed to do is only sleep with people that we have children with and start a family and be responsible and all these things. We're taking the responsibility and just using it as a device. We're using human beings as devices for pleasure, and that's not good for either. It breeds psychopathy in both men and women. But I know I'm being very a grandma. Yeah, I'm sure it's fun, but
like I said, there is the good side to it, but I think the negatives are more.
Of course, yeah.
You know? So, okay. In his research, John Gottman, who's an American psychologist and professor, says that what men do in a relationship is by a large margin the crucial factor that separates a great relationship from a failed one. Do you agree?
Absolutely.
Really?
Hi, I'm Sadia Khan, and you might know me as a leading dating coach in modern relationships today. I work with men every single day to help give them the blueprint of understanding relationships, women, attraction, and self-esteem. So if you are feeling stuck in your relationships and you want to unlock your full potential, work with me today by clicking on the link, and I look forward to hearing from you.